Hello, good people. This is Mama Rose and Daughter Lee. So we are back with another video, and for today's topic within this video, we will be discussing Kanye's most recent antics. That is, if nothing new happened from the time we're recording this video to the time we upload it. We're gonna do it piece by piece. Would you like to go first, Mama Rose?
Okay, what was the first question?
Oh, yes, right. Yeah. Correction. Yeah. So I'll just start first because I'm reading questions.
Yeah.
So these are the questions that we saw about. So the first question is Kanye's recent antics due to mental illnesses or abusive behavior? Or number 2 is how is Kim handling Kanye's behavior behind the scenes? 3 is what will Kim do or the Kardashians do? And 4 is how his kids feel, and the lastly of that is the outcome of this. So how we normally do this is we do not tell each other what we get, correct?
Correct.
We do not tell each other what we get, and then we reveal what each of us got back and forth, just as a review of the channel, and we compare and contrast what we got. And hopefully that itself is a divine message that the world needs to hear. So for the first question, which is Kanye's recent antic due to mental illness or abusive behavior? So right off the back, I'm just going to read the notes that came inside my head, is that this situation is repulsive. I had a hard time, Mama Rose, getting into this because everything just seems so repulsive. The energy, impulsive and repulsive, and I think that kind of plays on a little bit of tab of drug use too. I'm not sure, but I'll talk more about it. But I picked up that Kanye doesn't even remember posting, and his team like sits around while he's posting like these stuff, and that also comes up in the cards that I'll show you all. But he's using this as kind of an excuse too. As manipulators would do, of why they're doing this, and the excuse is the album coming out, because he's gonna have the album coming out in February. So I immediately got from Spirit, and from my guides per se, and just all of this, is that he has an anger problem and he's fooled everyone straight up. And I even got that he's seen a witch to even try to get Kim back. Or there's some type of spiritual person around him that he's trying to get Kim back. And I got false prophet. And overall, guys, this is a universal example of how not to behave. And don't listen to any of these celebrities that you all see on here talking about, I'll be like this. No, you don't want to be like this, because if he did not have any money, he would have been arrested for this. And I got Gone with the Wind, and I also think that plays on his Trump support. Not judging anyone here, people can support whoever they want to, but I'm just saying. But he goes where he basically could get attention from, and his kids think he's really strange. So let me just.
What are the cards?
So okay, and this is what the cards say with my one. I got the 6 of Wands, which means that he's getting off, on this. He's a narcissist, and I got a yes when I asked that. So what this yes is referring to is that it's both mental illness, but more so also abusive tendencies, abusive behavior. And the Sagittarius came out as well. Which means this is Cupid's arrow, which means that he's in love with Kim, but it's also obsession. It's 50-50. It's 50-50. And I didn't need to ask about Kim's how Kim's feeling, Mama Rose, because I got bound. This is how she is now. She's quiet. She's completely bound about this. She is quiet about this. Completely. And no one's stopping him. Kim's full trap. She's thinking like, did she make the right decision marrying him? But she doesn't even know what's going to really happen. Because he's unpredictable. And no one's stopping him. And it's like I said before, you all, what I got previously is that his team thinks he's weird, and they just watch him do this. And lastly, with my number one, the 9 of Wands came in reverse. This is in reference to his team, and it came in reverse, which means that people watching him do this, but they're not saying anything. And there's other stuff that he's doing that no one's saying nothing about. They're not saying nothing about. But the lastly for my one, I got the 7 of Cups, which is like basically the glitz and glamour. And it literally says all that glitz and glamour is not gold. So this is just a warning to the collective people, is do not look up to celebrities and all this, because this is not a happy man. He's not happy. And there's also greed mixed into this too. But his kind of greed is attention. That's his kind of greed. It's not really money. That's a crazy thing to say, right? It's not really money. It's like attention.
Psychological.
Yeah, but and then after that, I got how does his kids feel, because I immediately connected to his children after that. But you can go ahead, Mama Rose.
Okay, the first card that I pulled was the health card. I'll put that there. I don't know if you can see it. Now, and it came upside down.
Reverse.
Yeah, reverse.
Ooh.
So that tells me there that it's mostly not mental. It's just the way his character is.
Yeah.
And it does a disservice for people to keep saying that it's mental health. It's mental health. No, that's just the way he is. He's just a nasty person, if you want to say it that way. Characterized, just he has such a big ego. And with the health card, he's basically sabotaging his own plans. He's a drainer of energy with all the people.
That's what I got.
And the places, things that he come around. And it's funny how you said that he's seeing someone, because that also represents like he needs some type of ritual of protection.
It's like sucking energy.
And that's exactly what I put. Like he is doing some type of ritual or protection, or he may need some type of ritual or protection or cleansing. Like at this point, he needs some type of cleansing. But right now, like since you pulled that, so that answers that question. So he is definitely doing some type of ritual in protection.
That's not the last I got about magic.
And
but go ahead.
Physically and emotionally healing work, he really needs to do that. He needs to keep mostly like to see a psychiatrist at this point. And like I said, for the health issue with him being mentally no, he was always like that, because I got some kind of cognitive.
I've got that too.
Disorder.
He
that
treated
came
his
disease.
I didn't
want
to say
his mom never.
He treated all his girlfriends like that.
And it's odd, because what I got too was that it's some type of past life that wasn't worked on before he came back here.
Ooh.
And I'm going to dwell into that, because I got a past life scene.
Do you want to do it now, or just...
I'll wait. But remember this, remember that.
Okay.
It's some type of past life that he had to come back. But I'll dwell into that more.
It's some type of vengeance thing.
Now with the nine of Wands, that's what I pulled. And it's more obstacle and challenges that he needs to work on. And this is concerning his past life. There is it's some forcible attacks that still will be coming his way. He feels he is untouchable.
Oh goodness.
His ego is too big. He only trusts himself and feels that he has a lot of people. He still feels like he has a lot of people in his corner, which may be true, but it's dwindling. He never learned. This is what's bringing back that past life, because he never learned from his mistakes. And he was never able to handle conflict. in his past life and even here. He was never able to handle conflict. But like, how can you tell a person that you can't tell him anything? So this comes to the card I pulled, love. Like you stated that he loves Kim.
I got that on my side.
But he loves himself.
It's obsession.
No,
at the same time.
He loves himself. It's more of obsession. That's exactly what you said. He loves himself more than he could love any woman. And that brings up another issue, but we could talk about that later.
It's more. Listen,
it's like.
Let me just say this. It's the kids. He loves himself more than the kids too. But I didn't reach that yet.
No, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
But when I'm bringing up this current love again, because how can you tell a person that thinks he's God,
right,
about love?
You can't. It's not,
because love, and you will see it. You see that love, is a healing energy, and most people Kanye came back again. I'm gonna say this again. Kanye came back to this earth. The soul that came back to teach. He was supposed to come back to teach, but is he teaching? He still don't get what love is.
He'll never know what love is.
Love is healing energy. Love is the existence without drama, anxiety, and he truly is failing or have failed this assignment. Don't want to say it's the second time, but whatever he did in his past life, he most likely needs to do a past life regression if he's seeing someone spiritually, because it poured over into this life, and it's not working. True love is a spiritual path to God, and that's what he has to learn. But he thinks he's God, and it's not of this material world and having a big ego. So we go to four swords. I'm sorry, you can see it. At this point,
are you still on the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, he needs to recharge and rest, do absolutely nothing, and he needs to give himself some time to breathe. He needs to quiet himself, to silence himself. He needs to align himself back to his values and core purpose. Like, this is where, again, he needs to see someone that is spiritual in a good way, to do a past life regression, to see what was his core value, what was his purpose to come back to this earth, because somehow it got lost of why am I here? What is my purpose? He had such a high platform, and even I want to say followers that he could have changed. I don't want to say he would be like a Tupac level. No.
Well, ironic you say that, but
he could have been at that level, but
Tupac and him are both Geminis, and I did pick that up, that the Geminis, they could, but he's a Republican version of Tupac, and the conservative and the unstable version of Tupac of what I would consider.
And again, this is like surrender. He really needs to surrender. He's a very controlling person. He needs not to feel like he's in control all the time, but he's to let go and let God, like that phrase that, what you see. But how do you tell a person to let go and let God when he think he's God?
You can't.
You can't.
So overall,
it's like he's lost.
So overall, Mama Rose, do you think it's mental illness or abusive behavior?
Abusive behavior,
okay.
Definitely. 5 of Wands. This is like, he feels like he's in competition with everyone he comes across, and right now he feels like he's in competition with Kim.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not willing to compromise. No one is he always wants to be seen and heard. I mean, but
Mm-hmm.
and always want to be right
Uh-huh.
because he's Kanye.
Yeah.
You know, that's it
Okay.
for the both of them.
Okay, so the next question is, how is Kim's handling Kanye's behavior behind the scenes? Kim came up in the energy, so I didn't feel that I should do a separate spread on how Kim's handling this. Instead, the kids came up, and so I feel like I kind of got a quantum physics view, futuristic predictions for the kids. And when North came up, Mama Rose, I got more so Zendaya kind of thing. Let me explain. So acting, North will be doing acting to kind of find solace for away from her daddy. Let me explain this. Teenage North, young adult North. She's gonna be finding acting as a solace away from her daddy and to establish herself away from the Kardashian family per se. And I got that there would be a father figure similar to Zendaya's dad. For some reason, I was seeing the similarities with that. And how like that stepfather, he's gonna be African American. Let me explain it. He's gonna be managing North, and I kind of got that Kanye would be in and out of rehabs, but not so for drug use, but for like spiritual stuff. He's gonna be seeing people spiritually, and it's crazy you said that. This is gonna be the rest of his life, pretty much. And I kind of got the similarities of what, like when we'll see Andre 3000 playing the flute. Like when we'll see him in like the most randomest spots, we're gonna see Kanye like that in the most randomest spots. And then a lot of people are gonna say, is he copying Andre 3000? And it's not. Mm-hmm. He's really trying to work something off him. And it's crazy that you mentioned that. Okay, so let me refer back to this black man. Okay, Kim's gonna be dating somebody that's gonna be in the industry, and he's gonna like acting stuff. And Pete will not be with Kim that long. I'm getting that's just only gonna be like 2 years, maybe 3. But I'm getting that's to be like a 2-year thing, because Pete's gonna be thinking about having a family himself for his mother.
Right.
Yes. So
you're right.
Yep. So okay. I'm gonna get to the cards. Am I missing something else on here? But I was channeling. Okay, Euphoria. I don't know if you all saw that, but I got a vision of Zendaya's dress style. In Euphoria. North is similar to the character Rue without the drugs. And I'm pretty sure those who watch the show will know what I mean. But that's what came up. That she's similar to that, but without the drugs. If you guys can ever remember Rue without the drugs from Euphoria. But that's how she's going to be. She's going to be... Oh, God. I'm not going to hold nothing back.
No, don't. Can I say this?
Let me just... She's going to be a new age queer actress.
Yeah.
Let me just say this.
Thing I was going to say non-binary. I won't say don't use the word queer. I feel that she will be non-binary. She's going to identify herself as non-binary.
With me as well. I can pick up the rainbow. The Rainbow Coalition.
Pick up non-binary.
And the Rainbow Coalition came up. But let me just say this. But yeah, so she's going to be similar to that character, but the dress style without the drugs, if that makes sense. But yeah, this stepfather, he's going to be more so there for North for her career. You know, and it's going to be a man that Kim could just, be easy with, slow down with. I want to say he's in Kanye's and Kim's circle too. Like
I don't see
but
that.
I don't know.
I feel that he's more of a family man, and he's
The
not
stepfather.
right, and he's not more
Ooh.
of a Hollywood.
Yeah,
type
not
of person.
Hollywood.
Not.
Let me
Not.
Yeah, let me just say this. He's gonna be very protective, similar to Zendaya, because it's the same thing. Similar to Zendaya's parents with her messaging people, and I feel like this man will low key, not low key, but it will he will replace Kanye in North's life. Like when the kids will see Kanye, they'll be like, "Oh, Kanye's here." That's what I picked up. But let me just get So okay, I'm gonna just get to the cards. There's a lot more with this with the kids. You didn't get the kids, but I got the kids. But let me just see. So the kids, the future.
Keep going.
The future stuff is the kids will be happy. As you all see, this is the sun. They're gonna be happy, and the universe is there for them. Like they're gonna be the most successful ones. Them, and I'm getting a little bit of Black China's. The Black China's daughter is gonna be in fashion. She's gonna be working in fashion. I don't know if she's gonna be big, but she's gonna be in fashion. But their dad's negative energy will kind of loom over them. But like when they see, it's gonna be like, oh, Kanye's here. They're not even gonna call him dad like that, but it'll be more like, oh, Kanye's here in town. Kanye's here. Kanye is gonna be like his father in a way.
Can I say this? And it's coming.
Oh, you can go.
It's coming into me. But when you said when you was bringing up the kids, I kind of see him in her daughter working with Tyler Perry came into mind.
Yeah.
Not as dating, but working with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some type of children's programming or show, more like I want to say like a Black Disney type of.
At Disney, yeah. She's gonna get a start doing that
program, but it would be Tyler Perry production, and it's gonna be more like how Disney have shows. Tyler Perry will be doing.
You know who they're using?
And that too, I think.
You know who they're using as a Lele?
That's Disney, right?
No.
Or what?
One of the main reasons, but Kim thought about this. They want North to have her own show similar to Lele. That's gonna be the start of it.
And I don't know why Tyler Perry. It just his name.
Yeah.
Just was. I said no. They're going to Atlanta. They're going where they're going to meet. They're going to, but it's like because this is going to bring up my other card for the other question about Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Can I finish the questions about Kim?
I'm almost done.
So while you're doing that, I'll just pull the.
Yeah, I'm almost done. But yeah, their father's negative energy is gonna be like looming over them still, but they're gonna like ignore it. And they got the High Priestess. I'm getting like in their teenage years more so. And they're going to be, the Ten of Wands came up, which means that they're going to be very hard workers. And they're going to, like, and then they're protected too, magic. Like, their dad is going to, let me explain this. Their dad is so paranoid, spiritually paranoid, that he already had people protect him. But the thing he needs to know is that they're already protected. And they're going to be protected. The grandmother, I hate to say this, but their grandmother, what is their grandmother's name? Chris's mother. She's gonna be passing, and she's going to be a major protection for them. Is Chris's grandmother. So he doesn't need to worry about that. And Donda stays around as well too. But they're gonna be worker bees. Kim's doing a great job raising them, and I got for Saint, I picked up Teenage Saint. He'll be dabbling in a little bit of basketball and probably producing. The other kids will find their own way, but they'll be happy. So yeah, that's the end of my reading with the kids. And then after that I just got the outcome and how it's gonna end. It's your stage, Mama Rose.
Okay. When you were saying about, okay, I'm gonna go back to Kim.
Okay.
She was indecisive, You know,
Yeah,
before
she didn't know.
before the breakup and the divorce.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it came upside down. It came upside down.
She knows what she wants.
She's done, and
That's
this is where she's at.
Mm-hmm.
It is 3 of Cups. It's celebration.
Yep.
She's happy.
Oh,
The
is this
load
your
is
outcome?
off. Yeah, not my outcome. Not because it's off. It's like she is celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
She is happy.
Mm-hmm.
That is her social life is soaring. She's at harmony, and she's trying to create a balance with work and play, and especially to be with her children.
Yeah.
Because that's her main focus, because she doesn't want this situation to affect her children.
Right.
And she's doing everything in her power to make sure that her kids are not affected by Kanye's craziness. Because that's exactly what it is. It's no mental issues. It's just he is just not a good person. Let me just put it like this. And again, she has no regrets.
Mm-mm.
And of no regrets, but he still have regrets of not being able to control the situation better. But she has no regrets. And the last part was the This brings back what we were talking about. Like right now, Kim is gaining more knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
She still have a thirst to learn, and this brings back the situation of when I think she's learning how to do things that will be affiliated with working with children around her kids' age.
Mm-hmm.
And it's has to deal with production. I see production, like what we're seeing, like something in television. And
North is going to
learn. Yeah. And this is what you want. Now with this card, this is a humor card. She choosing to work on a lighter side of life. That's what we're seeing. She wants to do something that's going to create joy and happiness. She doesn't want any more negative stuff around them. And go on, Ashley. You can finish your part, and then I'll come back.
Okay. Alright, well, that's interesting. So how will all of this end? So how the rants will end is Kanye will be blackmailed. Or something similar to blackmail, and I got / paid off. And this is a message too that I got, that you all think of Kanye. A lot of people think of Kanye as like he has integrity. He has this and that. He won't accept it. Don't believe he won't accept it. I kind of got like how Yeezy's his brand, how his company's his brand. He only gets a small share of that. So what I'm trying to say is he's rich, but he's not that rich when it comes down to it. So don't think that he won't accept it. His greed is not only attention, but it is also money too. And he is the type of person that will not say no to money. Why? And why do you think a part of this too is also a part of what came up earlier, is a part of the album release, which is using that as an excuse. He likes doing that. It is similar to of what I got a feeling about is that it's similar to how Trump does his rallies.
Exactly.
It's the same type of energy frequency of Kanye, the rallies and this and that. They're very the same. They are very the same. But the marriage will be done, and what he's doing to Kim right now, I will come back to him, because there's things that we don't even know about that he's doing. Insane. And without him, which he knows, he sent negative energy to Kim's way. And should I just say this? I'll just do the cards first. But I got this will end with Kanye taking off with whatever, because he don't want taking off with whatever he can, because he don't want certain stuff to be exposed about him. Because I got that Chris or her team publicist. The publicist is saying, well, maybe you need to start fighting back. And Kim, she's not a low person, but something will be said, and he will know that it came from them. But the person that it ties to, it won't be directly connected to him. But he'll knows that that came from them. Maybe I should be quiet. It's gonna scare him. But he'll be sitting on his throne, and this is more so his head space. He'll be back being his narcissistic self, creating things and that. And the love came up, which means Kanye will be in love with himself, in peace and harmony at least, but seeing his witch doctors. And celebration, Kim's gonna be celebrating. She's happy that this is gonna be over with. And the death card came up, which means this is gonna be it. And judgment, which is saying Kanye is going to get back whatever negative energy he sent her way. And I was gonna say he don't realize that he did it, but he does realize he did it. It's 50-50. Like he thinks he's grace. He's grace. He's blessed. He's on top of the world. But I got that Kim is kind of afraid that Chris is like making fun of her for like being married. Being married so many times, but and right now she's currently telling her not to take things too seriously with Pete and to not marry Pete because Pete moves quick.
I honestly,
that's what I got.
I did not pick them being together. Probably not even another month. Like I said, he's a young. I have a sense that he's just having fun with this older lady.
Yeah.
He's just a kid at heart. I know he's an adult, but he's just a kid at heart.
He's thinking about family, though.
This is nothing serious. And it's not serious for Kim either.
It's not.
She's at a point of just like I said, it brings back with this celebration.
She's going to be managing or some sort with her kids.
Yeah. And it's like it's just a certain celebration she's having right now. And she's just having a good time in this order to keep her mind off of this crazy madman that she was married to. And like, again, like when I pulled the other card, I did get the death card.
Yep, the death, yep.
It came upside down. But it's not like someone's going to die. But the only thing that I say, and I don't like to say bad things, but if Kanye keeps going the way he's going, and I don't like to do this, it's not going to end right for him.
It's not.
It's not. And
he's going to be shut up.
What will happen, but it will not end right for him. But to get back to, this is like right now that Kim feels like she is, at times she still feels fearful, and it's more fearful of her children. And
if they're going to hate her.
Well, it's security wise too.
Because she felt more protected with him being there. If you think about it, not really.
No.
Crazies and
all
that kind of.
Like, but now she also feels that she let go of the resistance, because she was very resistant about breaking up her family. She did try. She tried, and no one really knows what was going on behind the doors, but she really tried. Kanye really never was there. That marriage was over with when he moved out of state.
A long time
How
ago.
are you a man and you leave your family? Okay, so that's where we get that. So she's over that. She has moved on. The grief, she was feeling grief at first, but she understands that losing something is just an opportunity to appreciate that it's gone.
To gain more.
And again, for the outcome, when we were stating that the outcome is King of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. So this definitely she will be working with someone that is powerful, male figure. And I don't want to say it's romantic figure.
Yeah, I didn't pick up her next relationship won't really be romantic, but it's someone she feels comfortable.
It's capital in all forms. The King of Pentacles is a sign of security, financial prosperity, and worldly gains. She will be meeting a businessman with proven models.
That's what I got. Mm-hmm.
Opportunities are plenty, and it's going to be hardworking, open, and earnest.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it will be in, I don't know why, but I still feels like she will be doing something with Tyler Perry.
Acting.
Getting her children exposed, and it's going to be a type of children productions. Yeah. It's going to be some type of venture with children's production, and this will probably be the first black entertainment for children or kids of color. Let's just say kids of color. And it will be successful. Mm-hmm. So, is there anything else you would like to add?
Well, just don't marry Pete. But she won't. She knows.
No, that's not going to happen. Because there has to be something to. He's not. Honestly, I don't think he's really good.
That's a part
of
his culture.
Yeah, but I don't think he's really great with children because he's still kind of boyish to himself. Kim's just with him just to have fun. That's it. Just to relieve her mind. That's why she's flying to New York or flying wherever.
She's kind of like reliving her youthful days in a weird way.
Because she was married very
Wasn't
young.
she married to an older man?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I kind of.
She never had ice cream at parlors.
Right.
The pizza. She never had anything like that.
And in a lot of things that a lot of us have to say because it's in the cards. It has nothing to do with his mental health. It just has to do with that he's just a horrible person.
But it's more so
his personality.
Yeah.
He always was like the way he is. Yeah. Bipolar maybe. Yeah. But it has nothing to do with mental health. Yeah. He's just a controlling, and I'm going to say it. He's an abuser. Yeah. Point blank. He's an abuser, and that's why she do have to watch out for her safety.
So I guess with that being said, we're gonna end this. Thank you, and see you next video.
Thank you.
Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want us to read someone else, please let us know. All right.
Thank you. Bye bye.